Hi guys, welcome to this tarot read. We're going to go ahead and jump in and get started. So this is going to be a general read, keep that in mind. So this message may or may not be meant for you. There might even be sort of bits and pieces that resonate with you too. You're going to know what messages are meant for you because they're just going to feel right, guys. Okay. So someone is manifesting positive things in their life. Somebody is starting to manifest abundance, perhaps goals or wishes or dreams. And I do feel a secondary energy in these cards already. Like somebody's watching. Somebody's watching somebody else manifest positive things, finding positive change in their life. And it's like somebody wasn't afraid to sort of imagine what they wanted in their life. There might have been a transitional period or something coming to an end, and they sort of took it as like an opportunity for change, an opportunity and sort of being able to release what was no longer working and to rebuild in a way that was more about what they actually wanted their life to look like and what they were hoping to manifest. We do have unfinished symphony. This is tied to the observer energy. This is tied to the secondary energy and somebody who's watching somebody else make positive changes in their life. It's like a regret that these two energies are no longer connected, that they're not benefiting from these positive changes that somebody else is making. They're not getting those same positive changes in their life. That I can feel from the cards. And this is part of why they're looking at somebody else. And there might be some jealousy here. There might be some envy here. And it's like, but that person too, it's like they're trying to put on a show and they're trying to pretend that they're getting like just as much abundance as this other person whenever they feel like this other person might notice or somebody might be looking, but that's not actually the case. That's not actually what's going on with them. But like I said, they're watching somebody else find happiness. They're watching somebody else find inner peace and attaining blessings in their life. And with that, they're also like loving their own life again. They're loving the way that they're living their life. They're embracing who they truly are, all the beautiful qualities that they possess, and then also all the positive blessings that they have around them. So somebody is moving in a very positive direction, and the other party is definitely wishing that they had some of that themselves. And they're almost feeling like, I don't know if they're feeling like time is against them. Like they're running out of time to build this abundance in their own life, watching somebody else work towards it, feeling like they don't have as much time to be able to build this. I think they're not using their time very wisely. If they're staring at what somebody else is doing, they'll probably put that much energy into something more positive in their life. Because whoever that person is, they do possess the skills to be able to make positive changes in their own life. They do. That's something they can do. So they don't have to just sit there and watch other people do great things. They can change shit for themselves if they choose to. But right now they're choosing to sit and watch somebody else find their self-esteem, find their self-love, find their self-empowerment, and build blessings in their own life. That's how they're choosing to spend their energy. And they got this coulda, shoulda, woulda kind of thing going on. Like wishing they were a part of that, wishing that they were benefiting that. Whatever it was two energies separating. So this might have been a romantic relationship too that came to an end for two people. And somebody's moved on. Like the positive energy has moved on. They're making changes. They're bringing positivity and abundance into their life. And like I said, somebody else is still sitting in it. Somebody else is still watching. I do feel a level of communication with this Eight of Wands, but not direct communication. This is like indirect communication. So this is somebody who's looking at somebody else's social media, who's asking about somebody else through friends, but in that same tone, the secondary energy who is not moved on and who is watching is also trying to create an illusion of where that they're at, hoping that comes across to this first person. It's like they don't want that person to find out that they're more in this Tower energy, they're more in this Nine of Wands, they're feeling this coulda, shoulda, woulda, and that they're feeling regret. They don't want anyone to know. See, and it's like, and this is what I was feeling from the Magician. That person's capable of changing their situation. They're capable of finding their own level of abundance, of finding their own self-esteem, finding their own happiness, but instead they are choosing to sit in this Nine of Swords energy. They're choosing to sit in a coulda, shoulda, woulda. They're choosing to sit in this, not just feeling sorry for themselves, but then like looking at what somebody else is doing and being jealous of that person instead of sort of learning from it. Instead of looking at the person who's moving forward and being like, you know what, I should probably do that for myself. I would be a lot happier if I put my energy into doing that for myself. But that's not what they're doing here. We're going to see. I want to dig deeper into this. Okay, but who's ever moved on, who's ever moving forward, is actually not looking back at them. They are, like I said, I can feel in the cards that that secondary energy is going to great lengths to sort of make themselves look a certain way in case that person turns around and sees them. But that person has no intention of turning around and looking at what that energy is doing. They are focusing on their journey forward. They are focusing on moving forward. They have no interest in uncovering secrets about what this other person is doing. They honestly, and I can feel from the cards, they could not care less. They have like zero fucks to give to this person anymore because of what everything happened. And also because they just don't feel like it's worth it to put their energy into the past. They're accepting the past for what it is and accepting that they're now moving forward. Their journey has carried them away from the secondary energy, and they now have an opportunity to manifest things in their life that nobody else is going to get in the way of now. And it's like, it's time for this other person to let go. It's time for the secondary energy to get their shit together, to be able to put their energy into something more important, like doing their shadow work, right? Healing, moving on, moving forward. Instead of like this sort of like secret hidden in the shadow, watching someone else, like I said, being jealous of somebody else, being embarrassed that they don't have that kind of attitude, that they haven't achieved that level of healing or abundance, and then putting the effort in to try and hide it when they're around sort of like people that they might know, like mutual acquaintances, or even on social media too. Like they put a lot of energy into the faking aspect of things instead of just dealing with their shit. And it is out of this jealousy. It is out of embarrassment that they don't want somebody to see that they're still holding on to the past, that they're struggling to move forward. They want to be seen and sort of like this emperor energy that they're actually seeing somebody else as. They see that this other person is in their own emperor energy. They are moving towards success. They are taking back power and control of their life and the world around them. They are attracting opportunities, perhaps attracting even new suitors to them. And it's what they want for themselves. It's like they feel absolutely embarrassed that they're not attaining that too. But like I said, this person, I can see it in the cards, this person's capable of doing this. They are capable of finding it for themselves, but they need to redirect their energy, because right now their energy is just spent on feeling sorry for themselves, on spying on someone else, and on putting on a show, a needless show. So they're not focusing on the true problem. They're just sort of focusing on uncovering it up, focusing on superficial shit. And they are deep in their emotions. Deep in their emotions. Instead of looking to build for the future. And like the cards keep saying, it's time for this person to move on. It's time for this person to accept what happened, to let go of the past, and move forward. To move forward, that whatever they were trying to build, these two energies together, it came to an end. It is now in the past. It's now done. It's time for this person to start building anew. Get their nose out of someone else's fucking business and focus on what they're doing. Focus on themselves. focus on their shadow work, focus on manifesting what they want in their life instead of living in sort of this negative way where they just sort of like feel sorry for themselves, where they try and put on a show to make themselves seem like something they're not. It's like creating this illusion. And like I said, it's all out of embarrassment, it's all out of jealousy. I just keep feeling like it's such a waste of energy. It's a waste of somebody's energy. I feel like somebody's telling them that too. Somebody close to them who can see them doing this behavior. This might be a friend or a family member. It's not this energy though, because this energy they don't give a shit. They're not looking back anymore. This is somebody else who's close to them, who's actually said like, hey, you need to fucking let go. Like, you need to let go. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. Quit looking back at the past. It's over. It's done with. I don't know if that's a mutual friend. I don't feel like whoever that is has a connection to the first person's energy. I feel like it's just solely connected to this secondary energy that won't move on. So it's somebody in their life who recognizes their behavior and is like, this shit's ridiculous. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. Because she's all about honesty, truth, and integrity. So it's someone who's willing to give a bit of hard advice. That's probably doesn't feel very good to hear because she's not a very emotional person. This is not the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. They're not really the soft and cuddly type, but they give solid advice at times, and I do believe that's what she's trying to do for this person, whoever she represents to them in their life. And she might not even be a woman. It might just be the court card that came forward and the ideals that it represents. But it's someone who's like, get your shit together. Like, what you're doing doesn't make any sense. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to let go. You can better spend your energy elsewhere. And for the other energy, whatever this was, that Tower card, the ending, the separating between these two energies, it was like the best thing that could have happened to them, whether it gave them motivation or a new perspective. The ending between these two energies, both of them parting ways, was actually beneficial to this person in the long run. It's what helped to contribute to their journey working towards happiness, working towards independence, a journey and a path that was more true to who they were, and finding abundance, finding positive things manifesting for them. And it's because they're choosing to move in that direction. They're choosing to build their life in that way. They found their inner strength. They found their inner power. They didn't sit in sort of this Five of Pentacles and feeling like their life was lacking if they didn't have this person or that person or this amount of money or blah, 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 blah. They decided to just completely take back control of their situation. And they're finding their self-confidence. They're finding success. They might be finding personal wealth as well, but definitely on the inside. They are finding so many beautiful changes, and it's because they've chosen to move in this positive way. They've chosen to learn their lessons, to let go of the past, and not allow anything to tie them up. No fears, no doubts, no insecurities. They will not hold them back anymore. And for that, they're getting positive rewards, right? They're sending it out into the universe and then receiving positivity back. This as above, so below in the Treasure Island, like being able to manifest positive things for themselves. Being able to heal from a partnership that came to an end. Being able to heal from all that happened in the past and heal their heart and just look forward and move forward to the future. And they start to reap the benefits of that as they move in a positive healing way, as they progress, as they work to manifest the things in their life that are important to them. They start to see the positive results of that. And they will gain their abundant harvest. So that first energy is moving in an absolutely beautiful way in their life. They are finding all kinds of positivity. They are laying the groundwork for an abundant harvest, not just one abundant harvest, but sort of like a lifetime of abundance. And the other person, the other energy, the secondary one who is jealous, who is embarrassed that they're not finding this in their life, is actually completely capable of doing the same thing. They are choosing not to. They are choosing to sit in it. And with any luck, they're going to take the advice of whoever that Queen of Swords is that means something to them in their life and really like get their shit together. It's time to let go. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on to your own journey too. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed the read. Remember, if you enjoy them, if you find value in them, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out. Have a great day, guys.